I absolutely love this Faze Red lineup. They kind of play the villain role in the Call of Duty scene. They're happy with that. They don't care. All they care about is winning a championship. Everything on the line for them this weekend. Aches, he's the winningest player in Call of Duty history. He wants to catch up to Karma and get his second ring as well.
And Nagafin not going to be using that melee early on. He will have the bow. He's in water here, just trying to soak up as much time as he can for his team. You see Parasite picking up one on the kill streak. Nice grenade comes in there from Nagafin, able to pick up one as he was wrapping towards middle. And right now, 15-0. Finally a point on the board for Faze Red.
All right, let's go over to Aqua. I want to see this man. Normally see him with the ASM-1, pulling out the bow on that hard point. Parasite going to stick with an ASM-1 as well. And we're going to stay on Faze Red for the first couple of minutes here, guys. They haven't had a chance to play on the main stage yet. Really excited to see how well they're playing, because talking to some of the other players, they said Faze Red was looking absolutely ferocious in group play. And I think Enable was part of their success. He's so versatile. He's the best communicator on this team, in my opinion. He's definitely a leader. When they need someone to just keep the team calm emotionally, he's actually the guy to speak up first.
Yeah, like you said, he's been there. He's won multiple titles through MLG. He is one of the most experienced FPS players still in the game. Been competing since he was, what, 15 years old? Wild to think about that he's been around for 6 or so years now. As we're going to be on with Eggs, he's able to get one in the back. I was talking, he was the question mark for me. I talked to Enable before, I think it was early Fridays, they were just in group play. I was like, what can I expect at Eggs? He's been putting into time. He was like, I don't know, Maves, he's been putting up 50 bombs in scrims. Let's see what kind of numbers he's going to get for us here.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about Aches not really trying going into the MLG Season 1 Championship, but we saw the same old Aches we were used to when it came to the regional finals. He especially tries hard against Optic Gaming, but he tries so hard against every team when you put him at the World Championships. Last year, he made that incredible run with Complexity, and honestly, when you look at the makeup of this squad, it's kind of similar to what he was working with last year.
Yeah, this is second for me when it comes to slaying, second only to Optic Gaming. It's hard to say that after we just saw what Denial did, but I'm sticking with it. Faze Red just has such incredible slaying power. We are watching Slasher right now. You said a top AR on this team. Had a couple lined up there, but only able to get hit markers. Aqua and Remy picking up kills on our kill feed. We are going to watch Parasite, though, as he is going to fall. And early on, Chris, 40-point advantage here for TR.
Looking solid, and we talked about teamwork. That is the strength of this team. When you look at the kills, I mean, Aqua is now pulling away with +5, but 8 and 9 for Remy. 8 and 8 for Nagafet, 6 and 5 for Vicento. No one really going off quite yet, but they're letting their Slayer shine now as Aqua picks up his 13th kill. Remy trying to hold on, but a nice break coming through from the right side of Garage. 13 seconds left, and I think this is almost going to be about 52 seconds, 52 points going in favor from TR on that hard point alone. You see big fights going on at the top of the map. Slasher just won it for initial parking lot control.
Yeah, and it was Aqua. He had a 6 streak that basically spanned that entire hill, just able to get a ton of time for his squad. You can see as the lead continued to grow. But Slasher and crew, they are set up here as the grenade dinks off the back of the head of his
trick
teammate.
Shot, man.
Car explodes. Yeah, if that would actually got a kill, that would have been absolutely nuts. He is not able to get one, though, but Aches and Enable will answer. Parking lot being broken right now. Enable's got to win this gunfight to maintain control. It's going to be at least one player up top. No, I take it back as Slasher gets one as well, and they will maintain control of this top.
Craziness is going down, man, but it's been Faze holding on. Taking a look at that scoreboard. Not used to seeing Faze down by 40 points this early in a game. They need to mount the comeback now. They can't let this game spin out of control. Aches is doing a nice job on a 2 spree, staying alive behind the car. Really that last line of defense, but he gets flooded, and you'll see Parasite rotating from one direction as that was a huge win by Enable on the right side of the map. They'll get the final seconds here, bringing it within 30 points as we move into our next hard point.
Yeah, but this next hill is looking to be all TR right now, especially if Remy can win this gunfight. He gets that. They've locked down the 2 players that rotated. They're trying to flood in now, but all the gunfights going the way of TR, and they are set up just amazingly here in this final hill before the second half.
Aqua looking so good. His duo Remy, 6 captures already. Now, Remy at one point at the North American Championships went 40 and 40 with 20 captures, Maven.
That's
80 interactions on the map, in the hard point 20 times, getting those first bloods.
Well, you see him. He's got 6 now, also +1 We'll see if he can lock it down. That's going to be a tough gunfight to win. He's getting pushed from the top as well. Stays alive as long as he can as Aqua coming in to help. Aqua gets 2. Can he get 3? I think he saw that player down to his bottom left, trying to push him now. Gets yet another one as he's on a 3 streak. Tries to wrap down to the player ring, but he will eventually fall.
Nagafed pulling out the bow here. He's kept the Amelie in the back pocket so far. Nice AR play from him, though. Very patient, sitting in the back, letting those SMGs flood forward, put the pressure on Faze. And remember when it was 30 points separating these two squads? How about 60? They doubled up on their lead.
Yeah, I mean, a couple more hills like that, and they're going to put this one out of reach if they keep rolling like this. Remy wins the original gunfight, but eventually will fall. He's got 7 caps to his name now. Let's take a look at the FaZe Red side. We have Enable, 22 and 17, 5 caps. He's got to put up just some absolutely heroic numbers to bring them back in this. Yeah.
I mean, Parasite has 7 captures. That's cool and all, but when you're -5, you're not able to stay alive in that hard point. That's where you're having issues. They need Parasite to really stay alive, and they need to provide better protection. Slasher negative right now. That's not what they can be doing. TR not considered one of the best squads when it comes to just raw slaying. They get it done with their organized teamwork, but man, so far, FaZe Red simply getting outshot. Remy helping do that damage.
Yeah, that's really what surprises me. It's just the slaying aspect of this is not what I would expect in respawns in this exact matchup. But able to get a little bit of time here. They were trailing, but what you said,
60, now it's 50.
Brought it within, 10 more points. Just bring it a little bit closer. So we're going to rotate over to this B hard point. Parasite watching the cuts here. He's going to fall immediately. That's going to be 2 down for the side of FaZe Red right now, and that's going to be control to TR.
Yeah, Eggs accidentally killed Parasite too there, so kind of costly team kills, and you're going to see TR try and take advantage of this revenge, doing a really nice job. Slasher getting 1, looking for another. That is a 4 spree for him so far, staying alive, single-handedly retaking the hard point, but he needs his teammates inside. There is the support. The flank came in, picked up 2, and now they'll have a much easier road getting back into this one. This is the smallest lead we've had in a while. It's going to be back down to about 35 points here, as it looks like FaZe should be able to hold on to this hill for the final 13 seconds.
Yeah, what was 160 is now going to be within 30. The comeback coming right now from FaZe Red. They're starting to warm up. The slaying starting to get rolling, as you saw that incredible streak there from Slasher. But multiple teammates dropping, and here comes the rotation to this next hard point. They've got to get over, as you see 4 players set up around beautifully on this next hard point.
Yeah, I mean, we're watching Remy right now, but he's just kind of the fulcrum of this squad. He's going to be able to pivot, his teammates rotating around him. And you can see big kills are affecting the spawns, but TR still able to flood in from the back because they're keeping 1 guy alive outside the hill. Remy on your screen is going to be making some moves back in, picks up a nice intro kill. He's got help from Facetta, who had the 2-piece. Aqua staying alive, and this is where they pulled away initially in the game. They're doing it once again from the garage.
Yeah, Aqua, I think, is where he went on the 6th streak pretty much throughout that entire hardpoint. Had a couple of assists and a couple big kills there to extend this lead. Facento still in. And with 16 seconds left, I was curious to see if we'd see FaZe Red rotate out. But who is that player? You see a red triangle way off to the right. That is going to be Aqua. He's already set up with 5 seconds left here.
Aqua is just patiently waiting. He knows FaZe likes to rotate early. This time they rotate late, and he punishes, picks up the first kill, looking for his second, tags him up, calls it out to Facento. You're going to see Nagafen watching that B Street as well, and great work from Remy, Aqua, and Facento watching the A Street, locking it down. Going over to Remy here, he looked like he was going to push out, and I like the fact that he's running the double Exos. He's got the overclock to help get into the hard point, also running the trophy because he knows how much FaZe loves to throw those stuns.
I'll tell you what, Aqua may have sealed this game for them. The fact that he was, you saw, that was the one hill really that FaZe Red was set up all for. 15 seconds in advance was the parking lot hill. Aqua this time laying behind the truck, ready to do the damage, get several big kills, and look at the score.
Remy, man, 4 spree. They sent 3 guys at him, and he is just hanging. No one wants to give this revenge squad the attention they deserve. They don't have the biggest social media following yet. They aren't the biggest personalities in the scene, but when it comes to the top players in the world, they definitely are up there amongst the best.
There's the Amelie that I thought he would start the game off with. What'd you say? Remy had a 40 and 40 with 20 cap. Well, he's at 35 and 32 with 14. Chris, not far behind it.
Before, didn't you? He's showing you what he can do, man.
Look at him compared to the rest of his team. 14. The rest of the team's combined for 8. Make it 9, but still, that's just incredible stuff out of Remy.
And Remy is going to watch as Nagafen falls, able to trade that kill very well with Parasite. And on the other side, I mean, Enable started out hot. He's going to hold up with a +2, but Parasite, a guy that is known for dropping huge numbers, got 12 captures, but -11 is not going to cut it. Slasher, he was -5 earlier in the game, going to finish positive, and Ake's about -2. So they get the kills to kind of pad the stats at the end, but this game was over before kind of that final hard point even started.
Yeah, and taking a look at Aches, you know, he had basically one capture. If you're that person that it seems is clearly staying away from the hard point, trying to be that AR that sits back, picks up kills on rotations, you need to have better numbers than -2. He's got to be much more involved in the objective than he was.
Nagafen showing you his